What I'm going to talk about right now is some tips on doing the wooden dummy. Now, all of you do the wooden dummy a little bit different in different lineages of Wing Chun. This is perfectly fine. So it doesn't matter if you do the wooden dummy different. I'm not going to teach you the wooden dummy itself. Instead, I'm going to show you some of the main aspects, things you can think about and incorporate into your Wing Chun no matter what lineage of Wing Chun you do. Hit subscribe, follow me. We also have an online program. Now this program will teach you the entire Chu Sheng Tin lineage Wing Chun. It's called Dragon Tao Kung Fu Online. If you want to get a discount and a free trial, we have a 7-day free trial. Watch to the end of this video and I'll have a secret code for you. So you can put that code in, you can get a 15% lifetime discount off our course. With the wooden dummy, there are some things you want to think about when you do the wooden dummy, no matter what lineage you do, no matter how you do the wooden dummy. Firstly, remember, the wooden dummy is a training partner. The good thing about the wooden dummy, it is fully resisting. It helps you work out if you're doing it right or doing it wrong. Firstly, make sure you've got good range. If I'm too far away, when you do your movements, you might find you're leaning. We don't want to lean, we want to keep our structure on. So when we do these movements, for example, okay, I'm keeping my structure on the whole time. I'm not leaning into the wooden dummy. This is important because if you lean, you're not keeping your proper structure on, your proper stance on. Always looking towards the wooden dummy, having your herm, we call it herm in Chu Sheng Tin. This is your intent or your aim. So not doing your movements and looking off to the side here, okay, when you're doing your movements. We want to be focused on the dummy. We look at this movement here, we call it double Ganse, right? If I'm doing that, if he's here, say, so I'm going to do it just not as he's coming in and striking me, I'm just going to do it as a resistance, okay? So say I'm here and I'm doing this movement here. Now I don't want to go and look off to the side there. And if I'm going the other way, looking over to there. I want to keep my focus on him, okay? If I'm going the other way, I'm here, keep my focus on him. All right, this way I'm affecting his structure as I do it. Instead of just going and hitting his arms, I'm affecting his structure. You can see I moved his body. Dummy is practical movements. So you're taking your movements from Silnam Tao, Chum Kiu, Bilji, putting them into practical applications on the wooden dummy. Imagine these are strikes coming at you, okay? They're not just someone static. These are strikes coming in. So when you're doing your movements on it, you're actually blocking a strike coming at you in your mind. Imagine they're attacking you. Sometimes they're static, sometimes they're punching. I'm imagining that coming in, boom, I'm striking that off to the side. You'll feel different when you do the wooden dummy if you imagine these are strikes coming at you, not just static arms. So that's another important one. Imagine this wooden dummy, this is their body. Now one thing we do in our Chu Sheng Tin lineage is we find our center, we break the opponent's center. Find the center of the wooden dummy. Imagine you're affecting the body, not just hitting the arms. Instead of hitting here and just hitting my arm on that there, I think of hitting its center. You can aim down here at a higher level, but think of affecting the body. Straight away, you have a lot more effect on the dummy. This is the same if you're using it on a person. So if Todd's here, right, and he's coming in and I'm doing this movement, for example, I'm just going to say I'm doing a Tan Sao like that. If he holds this tight, I'm going to get him to stay still just so you can see the effect it has on his body when I do it. If I think of all my structure and I'm aiming at his body as I do it, straight away it has an effect. I'm hitting just as hard. I'm not pretending here. See, that's hitting his arm just as much. But if I go and I think through to his body, you see it moves him. So for example, the movement we do at the start of the wooden dummy, instead of just the arms, okay, thinking through to his body. I'm thinking of hitting the body of the dummy, not just hitting the arms. really think of the movements, how they work in the forms, and then how you'd use them in the practical application. It's not just doing a series of movements. You're thinking, okay, so I've got start of Silam Tau. Okay, looks different. Same movement. Coming through. Really thinking how all these movements come from the forms and you can put it into the dummy. So when I'm doing a Bong Sao, for example, I'm not just, a lot of people will step and just try and snake their arms around and things like that. Really think Bong Sao movement, okay? You're really doing the Bong Sao movement. When you do your reverse Tan Sao, not just turning the arm over, think you're using that reverse Tan Sao correctly to drive this movement here, all right? Try and keep your stance on, keep your footwork going nicely as well. This is learning to get that whole body as one unit. When it comes to the footwork and the moving your legs in the wooden dummy, don't just let your feet go anywhere. You want to have proper stepping working, okay? So if I'm stepping here, I'm facing here, I'm still this way. A lot of people will come in and they'll just step however they're facing the dummy. Proper movements. Now I'm that way, so now when I do the next movement, I can then add my proper pivot to it as well. So this is important. Try and use your body and you're stepping properly, you're pivoting and everything when you do wooden dummy. So it's not just arms, you're not just going right? I didn't have any body mass behind it. I didn't have my proper structure working behind it. So try and put that into it. And the other thing I said before, like getting the connection to the center of it. So when I do it, it should look more like this. So you can see I'm getting these proper movements in it. If I'm stepping, instead of just going, right, I haven't got proper body in it there. I want to step and move my mass. Okay, this makes a big difference as well. So really using your mass, your turning, your stance, your structure. So I hope there's useful tips in there for you. I hope you can incorporate these into some of your Wing Chun. I will give you more tips later on, maybe more wooden dummy ones, maybe more for other things within Wing Chun. So keep an eye out for those. Remember, hit subscribe, follow us, and thumbs up. Also, look at the code down below. If you want to sign up, you get a 7-day free trial anyway, just to see if you like it. If you want to continue, put the code in, get 15% off lifetime on the course, month to month. Look for the description to see when the expiry date for this is, because it is a limited time deal. I'll see you in the next video.